What is going on, guys? Here we have the HV-MS794 gaming mouse. In this video, we'll look at this cheap RGB mouse and see whether it's the right one for you. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe for more reviews and tutorials and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any videos that I make in the future. Let's get into it. The first thing that caught my eye right out of the box was the braided cable. Now, I personally love a braided cable, but I know there are many people who hate them. This is just a personal preference, but it can be a huge turnoff for those who don't like them. Lengthwise, the cord is 1.8 meters long, which I find very suitable for my use, where it's plugged in behind my PC. Now, moving on to the buttons on the HV-MS794. There are 7 buttons which are all programmable, using the downloadable software, which I'll talk about later. You have 2 thumb buttons, DPI increase and decrease buttons, in addition to your usual left, middle and right click. The thumb buttons are positioned well, so in game it is very easy to press. In TF2, I have the front one to swap to the previous weapon, and the back one for swapping straight to my melee weapon. In PUBG, the front one is for sprinting and back one is for free look. Like all layouts, it takes a little time to get used to, but once you've done that, it's a game changer. Using the DPI buttons in game is very useful too, especially when you switch classes, like to a sniper and you need to decrease the sensitivity. I like the clicky responsive buttons which give you an audible feedback. Here's what they sound like. Okay, now let's talk about the overall build of the Havit mouse. It has this textured side on the left where you rest your thumb, while on the right you have a smooth, reflective surface. The textured side is grippy and feels nice to keep your finger there. But when I'm gaming, my finger is always above it on the thumb buttons. It isn't too heavy, but a little bit longer than other mice. Even with my fingers, I can't reach the front of the mouse when keeping my hand in a comfortable position. If you have small hands, you should certainly look for something else, as this is way too big. This mouse has an Avago A3050 chip, which they advertise as being a professional gaming chip. Being able to change the DPI is probably what makes this a gaming mouse. Well, that and the RGB of course. There's a noticeable difference in each step up when increasing the DPI, and it's very easy to change. In the companion program, you can change the order of each DPI level. Also at each level, there is a different color which glows to display what level you're at, which can also be changed here. I set the color for the DPI that I mainly use to the same one as the rest of my setup. I previously mentioned the program that can be downloaded and used to customize the RGB style, as well as create macro shortcuts and change the polling rate. Basically what a polling rate is how often the mouse will report its position to the computer. Most gaming mice have it at 500 Hz, which is the same with this one, but this can be changed as well. I think Havit were trying to create a gamer vibe when designing their UI, but it comes across as clunky and too dark for my liking. If there were other options to change the appearance, it would have been a lot better. Overall, I feel like Havit tried to create a mouse that they can advertise as gaming, but they went over the top with it. But priced at $30, you can't deny that they packed a lot of features into it, which makes it worth the money. Could it be improved? 100%. But if you want to save money on your PC accessories while still having RGB, then go for it. Thanks for watching this video, and make sure you subscribe for more content. And until next time, don't forget to keep it real.